All right, Miles, the San Francisco 49ers have just completed a thorough and absolute total demolishing of the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte. And the San Francisco 49ers, look, this is a team that went to the NFC Championship game last year. And after the start of the season, I think they kind of fell under the radar. But this football team, the way they're playing right now with Jimmy G behind the center, this defense is unreal. 6 sacks today. They look like one of the elite contenders in the NFC and potentially all of football right now. And I know you got some specifics you want to talk about. Before I hand it off to you, I want to hear from 49ers fans in the comment section below. Give us your MVP for this game. I'm really excited to hear what y'all have to say because there are so many guys that had such a big impact in this just absolute dominating win by the 49ers. Let us know who your MVP was in the comment section below. But Miles, what are your thoughts on San Francisco right now?
Yeah, Nick. So Jimmy G is a veteran of this offense. He's played this offense for a while now. He knows it in and out, and he runs it very thoroughly with Shanahan. Okay. And I don't think we need to take away anything from Trey Lance. Trey Lance was young, he was a rookie. You know, obviously he's going to have a much rougher start. So the fact that, but I do like the fact that Jimmy G, goes through all of the offseason controversy, sticks it in there. They give him, a bigger backup deal, etc. He stays around, and then his opportunity comes up again. As Trey Lance gets injured, Jimmy G comes in, and he pretty much picks up like he never just where he left off at the same level. He's running a very efficient Shanahan style offense. And one thing I noticed in this game is he distributed the ball very well all around the field. Obviously, they had 4 guys that almost had 50 receiving yards. Ayuk, who had a pretty big game, 58 yards. Kittle, 47 yards. Juwan Jennings had 45. And then Coleman had 44 yards. And also, this guy, Jeff Wilson, 5th-year guy, kind of came out of nowhere. He's not really broken out at all in his career so far. But today, 120 rushing yards, a touchdown, a long break, a long one of 41 yards. So overall, a pretty complete game by the 49ers, and they were able to bottle up Christian McCaffrey, only 54 yards on the ground, and we know how good he is. So this was a pretty big game by the Niners.
Yeah, and one of the things you always hear about, it's a cliche, but it's so true. Good teams win the games and win comfortably the games they're supposed to win when they're playing bad teams. And that's exactly what this was. No one's going to confuse the Carolina Panthers with a good football team. They have a decent roster, but the quarterback position is terrible. The head coach doesn't seem to be knowing what he's doing in Matt Rule. So the San Francisco 49ers, to go in and prove they're a good team, they had to go in and demolish, control the flow of the game, and they 100% did that. And how about the 49ers answering the big question about George Kittle? There's some concerns this week that Kittle, wasn't getting enough production. They need to get him involved more. He had 5 catches on 6 targets, and that was really when the game was still kind of in doubt. His production obviously waned late in the game as the game kind of just winded down as the 49ers were in total control. If it had been closer, they would have kept feeding him the ball more. But I love your point about Jimmy G being the consummate professional, getting behind center and running the offense like there was never any controversy to begin with. And that's exactly why Jimmy G is so valuable, because even all the questions and concerns about his work ethic, or frankly, even his talent level, his ability to basically just be an afterthought the entire offseason and then get behind center and be pretty efficient. I mean, 18 of 30 for 253, 2 touchdowns, no picks. No turnovers at all, no fumbles lost, only took 2 sacks. Obviously, the 49ers run the ball extremely well, so he's able to take advantage of that. And this just feels like the same 49er team when they were at their best late in the year last year, a few years ago when they made the Super Bowl run. They run the football, they use that Shanahan offense and play action to create big plays, and their defense is stifling. Like I said, 6 sacks on the Carolina Panthers. Christian McCaffrey was limited, only 54 yards to your point. So this is the formula we're seeing for the San Francisco 49ers. And the rest of the NFL, don't they need to wake up a little bit? Because we're hearing about these other contenders, whether it's the Eagles, the Bills are great, but this is the way the 49ers have been one of the top teams in the NFL. And right now they're exactly showing how to do it. They did it against the Rams last week. They did it against the Panthers this week. To me, the 49ers look like the same elite top contender they've been in the past, and the rest of the league needs to watch out.
Yeah, no, and exactly. And I like how you talked about, they question Jimmy G's work ethic, whatever the case may be, and it doesn't matter. And it's like John Madden said, I don't care what you do during the other 6 days of the week as long as you come and play like hell on Sunday. So as long as he's winning the game, the offense seems to be running better than ever when he's under center. So I mean, you can't really doubt his methods up to this point. He seems like a great quarterback, and if anything, okay, say they decide to still stay with Trey Lance once he gets better. If anything, the whole thing about Jimmy G coming in, being hurt, getting surgery kind of hurt his trade value. Now
Oh,
he's playing, it's his trade value's through the roof. He's a starting quarterback in the NFL. If you need a guy like Carolina Panthers, a team that might need a quarterback pretty soon, you look at Jimmy G. Hey, he did a number on us. That might be a perfect fit.
but remember, the Panthers didn't want Jimmy G, right? They were concerned about the injuries. They didn't want to give up too much for him. So they settled on Baker Mayfield. How'd that work out for them, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
the 49ers, really smart. They decided not to cut him. They didn't take any low ball trades. They hung with them, gave him the new deal, the new backup deal, like you said. And it's looking great for the 49ers that they're right back where they were last year at the end of the year, running the football, doing just enough in the play action game, generating some big plays with Ayuk and Samuel, and just great defense. And this 49er team just looks really tough right now.